I'm Jim Nelson, and I came to China in 1991. I'm excited to tell you today about how I learned how to find the right people that would really help Western companies to succeed here in China. I'm the kind of guy who would come here to China and find a restaurant he likes and really enjoy it. Go there consistently for 20 years. From the very start here in China, I could engage with the culture, find things I really liked about the Chinese culture. I guess the fried cicada larva wasn't one of them. But there was one important thing that made me uncomfortable here in China. I would go talk to people and they would say yes, and then later I'd find out they meant no. They'd say no, and later I'd find out they meant yes. And as this happened to me in various contexts, different situations, I developed a sense of unease. So in 1997, when I got the call from an American company that needed a startup factory here, I was excited. It was a great opportunity. I needed to hire 70 people, get a 2-shift factory going as fast as possible. So it's a great challenge. I thought it was a good opportunity, but I thought about my unease. If I brought in 70 people, all of whom would say yes and they meant no, that'd be a lot of complexity. So I thought about it and I realized I'd met one guy years previously whose yes meant yes and his no meant no. So I brought him in and I made him be the vice general manager. Together we found qualified production managers, qualified quality managers, and then sorted through them to find the ones that had a yes that meant yes and a no that meant no. And when we put all those people together, that factory really moved. And so from the day we started until we had production that we sent to 4 continents, we just passed 13 weeks. This kind of factory takes 6 months to get started, but we did it in 13 weeks. And as we looked at it and understood what had happened, it happened distinctly because we had found those people whose yes meant yes and no meant no. And so what really was in there? We saw that our trust was very high. Because each of us was that kind of person who wanted to say yes even when it was difficult. Then we had a really effective team. The politics was super low. The efficiency of how we worked together was super high. That we could take a 6-month process and make a 13-week process was because of really the effectiveness of that team due to the kind of people we brought on the team. And so that made a deep impression on us, on the owners. Everyone was like, wow, something happened here. And so as I went and did more work in China and was involved in other things, I thought more about this question. I saw there was still a tendency that I could get a guy, interview him, look at the resume, and then be influenced by kind of a gut feeling on who to hire. And that would lead to a messy team. And so I thought about it more and I realized we had to get behind the resume, behind the interview. Chinese people are excellent at making a good first impression. And so we needed to find the real data. And so I researched and looked and thought and really found how we could get the real data behind the interview. Once we had done that, then really I had something good. I started my own company in 2009 with the express purpose of hiring people whose yes meant yes and no meant no, who would have the talent to go along with that to help Western customers to really be successful here in China. The results we've had have been great. We've really appreciated what's happened in our customers' companies, and we want to do the same for you. Thank you for your time.